What you doing? I'm your Otakutainer, theacstories with this Otakutainment reviews. I'm talking about a series newly released in English called You're So Sloppy Hotta-sensei, or Daらしないです堀田先生, by Mao Nakada, also known for Miyapari Syndrome. This is going to be Chapter 1, Nice to Meet You, Hotta-sensei. It originally debuted in Japan in Manga Action on March 15, 2022, and then Azuki released the first 4 chapters for free in English on April 23, 2024. The translator is M. Scales, translation editor Giorgio Reis, the letterer is Barry Strager, the cover designer is Arbash Moghal, the quality control editor is DSJ, brand manager is Evan Minto, and production manager is Cynthia Kim. In total, this chapter has 21 pages on Azuki, including the title and credit pages, but it also includes a table of contents, which makes it obvious that they literally seem to just pull it straight from the ebook. My assumption was they were just getting the individual chapters, but now it makes more sense. If you're not a member, you're not have a subscription, it'll tell you buy the whole volume, and this is why, because that's how they apparently get it, is by volume. I didn't know that, but seeing the table of contents there just seemed like something I should point out. So, the description for this manga is Makoto Kuribayashi is your typical high schooler with a not-so-typical after-school gig as a housekeeper. His latest client? None other than his school's most popular teacher, the gorgeous Rumiko Hotta. But Hotta-sensei is hiding a dirty little secret. She's a total slob, the polar opposite of her flawless public image. Now Makoto's got the unenviable task of cleaning up after her mess. Will his admiration for Hotta-sensei survive a dose of harsh reality in this irreverent comedy? So that description pretty much tells you all you need to know, especially for this first chapter, because there's not a lot of action yet. Like you would see in maybe a weekly or monthly release, this first chapter really short. Not much happens, but I'll at least pick it apart a little bit and give my thoughts. We of course meet our main character Makoto Kuribayashi, a Meijo high school student and new home help service employee, just a part-timer. And although Makoto is the main character, doesn't get a proper introduction until halfway through when introducing to Hotta-sensei when accepting the job. That's because in the beginning all the attention is on Rumiko's Hotta-sensei, a seemingly perfect, popular, attractive teacher that somehow Makoto never knew of before this. But all that changes the next morning when Makoto goes to the job, introduces to Hotta-sensei in order to clean the apartment. Hotta apparently hired this company when drunk and is reluctant to have Makoto do it because being a student, but gives in because one, Makoto really wants and needs this job. It's the first job. And also there's a 100% cancellation fee and teachers just aren't paid enough. So true in real life too. So now Makoto sees Hotta-sensei is just a complete mess at home, and that's this chapter. That's all that happens. We see a little bit at school of just students fawning over Hotta-sensei. Makoto has a friend that we see talk a little bit, don't even get introduction. Literally, I think these are the only 2 names. I think there is a third random like background character that it says a name. But yeah, Makoto's name, hardly in it. It's all about Rumiko Hotta-sensei. And of course that's what it's supposed to be. That's what the manga is about. Which gets to, what is this manga really about? What's the purpose of it? Yeah, there's a description saying it's going to be a comedy, sure. But it's just to be perfect. And that's okay. Especially if you have a thing for teachers, because, yeah, come on. Look, I like characters that, respectable, attractive, and really like drinking. Hotta-sensei is a perfect character to go on that list, because I made that list before. But I don't see what the actual story will be. And I like story. I need story. Otherwise, why is this not just porn? If it doesn't, well, porn has stories sometimes. That's a whole different topic. But I don't see where the story goes from here. I read the first 4 chapters already, and the first few is just cleaning the apartment, kind of pervy situations that you see in all anime and manga, and then the next is just, oh, we have to keep this a secret. I'm a teacher, you're a student. We can't let anyone know that we have this business going on. So, what else, though? The only thing I can really see a story come out of is if it gets creepy and becomes a rom-com between the two. But no, don't do that. Makoto's a kid. That's weird. Hopefully that's not what happens. But it's not episodic. It's not a gag manga. I could see something if it was like every chapter was a different situation, but it's one continuous story. And there's not much you can do cleaning the same apartment over and over again. Maybe they're clean different places. Maybe Hotta-sensei will have to call a service and end up with Makoto to do different things. Maybe there'll be more characters introduced that would be clients and all this kind of stuff, and it all just keeps somehow coming back to Hotta-sensei, but I don't know. However, there are whole volumes out already, so it must be doing something. I don't know. Maybe there will only be 4 volumes. I don't know how long the series is so far in total, or will be. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm always for series continuing. I'm just curious as to where it goes. But it'll be releasing every week until Azuki catches up with the Japanese release. So we'll get there eventually. I'm curious how this story continues. Now, the title, like I always like to talk about, it's straightforward, to the point. We get it in the description. We see it very clearly in this chapter. Hotta-sensei is just sloppy. That's it. Chapter title. It's not a very nice meeting. Maybe it is just nice in general for Makoto to meet Hotta-sensei because attractive, yeah. But their actual meeting when like doing the job, not so nice. Really kind of reluctant, and going on from here also has that reluctantness for now, from what I can see. But that is it for this chapter, this first chapter of You're So Sloppy, Hotta-sensei. If you want to read it, if you haven't already, go ahead, read it on Azuki. It's free. You don't have to have an account. Since it's an Azuki series, it will be free each new chapter until that changes. You don't need an account to read it, so I encourage you to go ahead and do it. Take advantage of the free manga you can get while you can, and if you want to read all the other manga, go ahead and sign up. It's a nice service too. There's a lot of good manga on there. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this series if you have read it. If you read more than me so far, because I'm sure there's plenty to talk about. I just don't know what that is yet. But you can do that in the comments. You can find me on social media, The AC Stories. You can email me at theacstories@gmail.com, or join my Discord and we can talk about all kinds of stuff there. Or you can also help support me on Ko-fi. You don't have to, but it's nice. I will thank my Ko-fi supporters, Vix Lab and Julio Vasquez. If you want to help support me or just talk to me, links to everything will be in the description. But that is it for this Otakutainment reviews. If you like it, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to keep up with it, go ahead and subscribe. But until next time, I've been your Otakutainer, The AC Stories. Thank you so much, and bye.